I in here last night and did I spend a $20 bill?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, what a load that is off my mind. I thought I'd lost it.
You know, we could say they spend like drunken sailors. But that would be unfair to drunken sailors because the sailors are spending their own money.
When it comes to debt and to wasteful spending, no family or individual can just spend money ad infinitum without ever hoping to pay it back. But our government has been doing that for decades.
In the last 30 years, America has gone from the largest creditor nation in the world to the largest debtor nation in the world. We are the most in-debt nation in world history.
The national debt is a moral issue because it is affecting every man, woman, and child in this country. We're at a very dangerous point now with the escalation of debt in our country. We've never before seen this level of debt. Today, the average American owes $200,000 on the national debt. When you add up the unfunded federal net liabilities, those are the unfunded liabilities for the entitlement programs, Medicare, Social Security, Medicaid.
We're buying our own debt. And so when you monetize it, you're basically printing the money to buy your debt. Now, sounds complicated, but it's this idea that there's only so many dollars that are in existence. And if you double the money supply, you print twice as many dollars, every dollar that's in existence is now effectively worth half.
The tragedy of runaway government debt is that ultimately it can lead to hyperinflation. The government prints so much on paper or by adding zeros on the computer, and money loses its value. This is especially hard on the poor.
That's the problem. It hurts people most of all on fixed incomes, but it hurts everybody. Because if you make investments based on what the dollar's worth today, and the dollar inflates, then your investment isn't worth what you thought it was. It's a very immoral way to tax people without their knowing they're being taxed. We have to cut spending, and we have to cut taxes to stimulate the economy. If you cut taxes and stimulate the economy, you'll have more revenue coming into the federal treasury. But you don't want to raise taxes to cut the deficit, because that just feeds the monster. That encourages Congress to spend more and encourages the bureaucrats to create more programs.
The national debt is currently up to $21 trillion and counting. It more than doubled under President Obama. But keep in mind that during much of that time, the Republicans controlled the House of Representatives. Under their tenure, the debt increased significantly. And so there's a looming financial crisis in America if we don't curb this problem.
The United States cannot pay back all the debt that it has issued. So if we raise expenditures, we're going to increase debt, only shortening that period that we have before a financial crisis unfolds. And the United States is vulnerable to a financial collapse because our assets cannot support our liabilities.
Our first president warned America about irresponsible spending and reckless debt. In his farewell address, 1796, George Washington said, "Cherish public credit, not ungenerously throwing upon posterity the burden which we ourselves ought to bear."
You know, when I first came to Washington in 1983, the national debt was a little under $2 trillion. And I'm just aghast at how much our country has faltered over the last 2 or 3 decades. So I think this is an extraordinarily dangerous situation.
If it's dangerous now, imagine if the new socialists in Congress and in other places of government get their way. For example, they want free Medicare for all, free college tuition for all, without a realistic way to pay for these things.
This would require, though, raising taxes.
There's an element where, people are going to have to start paying their fair share in taxes.
The new socialists in Congress are like the old socialists in that they do not understand economics. They want to spend more money and have no plan of financing those expenditures.
But someone might argue it's the Christian thing to do. That is, to use government money to help the poor and the downtrodden, even if it leads to more government debt.
I always laugh and sometimes frown when people say, oh, the Christian thing to do is continue to spend money recklessly like we're doing now. Milton Friedman taught us, Milton Friedman was one of the great economists of the 20th century, maybe the greatest economist, and he taught us that there's no such thing as a free lunch. If the government spends $1, that dollar has to come from somebody or somewhere. It's not as if there's some kind of tooth fairy where the government can just create money and create wealth. And the real problem here was people say, oh, it's so Christian to be spending all of this money on all these programs. And I say, wait a minute, who's going to pay the cost? Isn't it Christian to care about your kids and your grandkids?
Our founders were willing to sacrifice their prosperity for their posterity. They pledged their lives and their fortunes and their sacred honor for a generation yet unborn. Today, we're sacrificing our posterity for prosperity and saddling our kids with an unpayable debt so that we can maintain our standard of living. And that's the thing that concerns me when Proverbs 13:22 says a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. Right now, we're not leaving a very good inheritance.